and welcome to Hearthstone with your boy, Wolven Bros Route. That's right, I'm back. It's day 2 of the free-to-play journey I'm bringing you guys on. And today, we're looking at Hunter. That's right, free-to-play Hunter. So, here is this magnificent, aggressive deck. Hunter, with the natural ability of Steady Shot, the hero power, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero for 2 mana. It means that if you get them well enough, eventually you can just kill them in a couple of turns with your hero power once you run out of cards. And that's what this deck is like. The mage deck that we looked at yesterday was not very aggressive. You had some early game that you could potentially get into. You know, you had some Bloodfin Raptors and some oozes and stuff in your free-to-play one. But this one is a lot more aggressive. You rely heavily on your beast synergy that the hunter has with things like the Houndmaster, give a friendly beast +2/+2 and taunt. Animal companions, summon a random beast companion, which is pretty good because you can get either a 4/2 charge or a 4/4 taunt for 3, which is pretty good. And then we have some just basic 2 mana beasts, an ooze, a 1 cost boar with charge, which is, you can kind of combo that with Houndmaster if you have 5 mana and nothing else. You have some control with multi-shot and arcane shot and Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark's really good for removing big threats. So really, your point is to do as much damage to the face as you can before you run out of steam, and you can get through the big taunts and big cards with Hunter's Marks and arcane shots, and kind of keep the board clear with multi-shots and kill commands as well to have a little bit of burst at the end of the game, which is deal 3 damage, and if you have a beast, deal 5 damage instead. Our late game, we don't have very much late game because it's mainly early game. You have 5 Stranglethorn Tigers here with stealth, that way it can't really be killed, and it's a way to buff because it's a beast, so it's something you can buff with Houndmaster, and it's also a 5/5 for 5, which it's not too bad. Reckless Rocketeers got some charge, and then Swordsman Champions to just have a little bit more late game punch there. So let's jump into some games. Here we go, getting into our first game here. Before we jump into it though, I would like to apologize for all the popping and the snakes in my microphone that some of you guys probably noticed. I mean, there's no way you can miss it on the mage video. Snap. Look at this. Chasmodon. Oh man. Hype. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that was a problem. I hadn't realized it was there, and it's a shame I found it after the video was uploaded. So, darn shame. But wow, you're supposed to attack. I clearly just don't need it. We don't need the damage because this deck's so good. No, actually, that's a topic I probably should talk about now. So there is a problem with this deck as it is, where it used to be, this free-to-play deck used to be alright about 3 expansions, or 2 expansions and a couple of solo like dungeon things. It's not that good anymore, and honestly, you're not really gonna be able to climb the ladder on it. You'll probably get to a little bit below rank 20 with it if you play it good, but it honestly is not very good, sadly, which is a real shame because I was really looking forward to having a lot of fun with these hunter decks. But on the bright side, I do have 2 very cheap, pretty good hunter decks that you can make, but you are going to have to craft some cards and maybe perhaps buy the 1 or 2 of the Wings of Naxxramas with gold or with money. Because I hadn't noticed this before I started doing this free-to-play series, but I never really thought about that. Maybe Blizzard had it to where some of the classes, it's not necessarily Blizzard's fault, though they probably are well aware of it, that some of the classes aren't playable in the meta without the expansion cards. And this is the first one I found where you definitely need some of the cards. So, I forgot to shoot. Darn. Wow, misplaced for days. Oh man, that's terrible. Look, just hit it. Just do it now. Oh man. Bash. Look at this guy. Fancy, fancy. Looks like some kind of control warrior deck. Next turn we got Hound Master, which should be pretty good. Anyways, yeah, so this hunter, this class, is not really playable in this meta without Naxxramas, GVG, and there's even some of the hunter decks that use Blackrock Mountain cards. So you're gonna have to spend a bit of dust, a bit of gold, or a bit of money. Or a bit of both, really. Which kind of sucks, but it's alright. Can do this here, and that's pretty good. But I think we're gonna wait. This though, obviously this deck that I'm showing you, this is the free-to-play version. Again, it's not very good, but you can make it work till about rank 17 or 16. I would recommend you playing the free-to-play mage deck before, in order to get some of the dust and cards you need to make the better hunter decks. And this is a really control warrior. Look at this, 13 armor. There we go, got Huffer. That's what we want to see. So about this time of the game, when you're starting to kind of not have as many cards, this is when you basically click your hero power every turn. That way you get a consistent 2 damage every time. It's pretty nice. And this is actually where the hunter's hero ability is really good and shines, because a lot of decks will run out of cards, but the hunter's is really good at keeping up the pressure, that aggressive pressure. It's pretty nice. So our turtles are sitting out here doing work, taking hits. That one's not dead. We're down to 1 turtle, sadly. Ah, there we go. That's what we want. Starting to finally do some damage to this warrior after all that armor. We have 12 damage every turn like this. A little bit less now with that on the board, but it's okay. And we're gonna keep this ooze. We aren't gonna play it, because the warrior does have quite a few weapons, and the chance that he will draw one right now is pretty high. So as soon as he plays it, we'll just knock it out and be like, nope, no weapon for you. Got a Stranglethorn Tiger, that's pretty good. Man, this guy's gold too. It's golden Casmadan, it's so fancy. think we'll do this here. And this guy is now guaranteed dead next turn. Look at that. It's amazing. You got me. Yep, gotten. It's a darn shame. Okay, here we go. Up against a mage. I have confidence. I believe we can win. Got ourselves our trusty animal companions and Turtle Boy here. That should be a superhero. Good old Turtle Boy, always reliable. Go Bloodfin Raptor next turn, or yeah, probably Bloodfin Raptor. We're gonna save this coin for later on, probably about turn 5. That way we can quickly play 2 3-drops or a 4-drop and a Crocolisk or something. This should be able to deal with this unless he has a spell that can kill it. And let's be honest, it's a mage. He probably does. And he didn't, so joy. We got Huffer, or not Huffer, Leok, sadly. Huffer is generally the one you want because it's a nice charge, but no bueno. We'll probably end up Animal Companion, Coin, River Crocolisk next turn, but we'll see. Let's see what he does. I don't know, we'll have to do something. Because I want to do more than just play a turtle. No, we might just play a turtle. In fact. Getting that damage, starting the pain train early. Love a hunter's mark right now. It's almost a hunter's mark. Oh, well that's pretty good. I can go hit, hit, next turn our Reckless Rocketeer is gonna be pretty good. We'll do probably 11 damage, 12 damage next turn. 11, I think, if he doesn't kill anything. So he'll go down to 18 health. Never mind. He's not... Oh, but we got a good way to get rid of both of these, so... It's pretty good. Okay, here we go. Okay, sorry about that. I had to come back. My microphone started trying to act up again, and you guys didn't miss much. You just flame struck my board, which is a very mage-like thing to do. The reason I didn't put the Crocolisk is because I didn't want it to die, and I want to be able to use kill command next turn. Do quite a bit of upfront damage. The dream on these Reckless Rocketeers is when you can get the double hit or the legendary triple hit on these. So looks like no hit almost. We got one, which is kind of sucky, but it's all right.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
It's probably a mirror entity. We can do this. It's not a mirror entity. Could be a counter spell. Nope. Ah, Ice Barrier. Kinda sucks for us, but it's alright. Ain't no stopping the pain train. Every turn, baby. Really? Alright, here we go. Look at the beautiful fireworks. Yay. Oh man, all the secrets. It's slightly worrying.
I'll put it on your head. Behold the might of Stormwind! Job's done. Behold the might of Stormwind!
Ah, shame it was a mirror entity. That kinda sucks for us. It's alright, we'll make do. Snap, we could still win this. If we draw a kill command, we won. Or another Wolf Rider, we also win. And he has 6 damage, plus 6 is 12, plus his hero ability. He's missing a damage, and he has the damage. Shame. Shame has been brought upon us. Oh man, we're losing all the stars. Okay, well, sadly, looks like we're gonna have a win and a loss for Hunter, but I think that kind of represents about how much you're gonna win with this deck, because it just isn't very good. Now, let's get into the interesting decks, if you know what I mean. Okay, here we are. First deck I'll show you is basically, I have the decks already built because usually what I'll be doing is I'll just be upgrading the deck. There's not much of a way you can upgrade that. There is, but it's almost just not worth it because you still will make a very good deck. You kind of have to replace a whole lot of everything. So we're going to start with the aggressive deck that's more like the free-to-play deck than the other one first. You have some pretty cheap stuff in here, as far as you still have animal companions, kill commands, Ironbeak Owls are in there, Undertaker, Leper Gnome, Clockwork Gnome are all pretty cheap. Now, Naxxramas stuff that you need to have, Web Spinners, sorry, are really good for Hunter, along with Haunted Creeper. Naxxramas, Mad Scientist are a must-have, almost, they're in lots of Hunter decks. Eagle Horn Bow is a rare. Sledge Belcher is Naxxramas, Loatheb is Naxxramas, Piloted Shredders, Goblins vs. Gnomes, and so is Mechanical Yeti, but you don't need to buy a solo dungeon or anything for that. You can just craft them or unlock them in the card pack. And Savannah High Mains, which are really nice Hunter rare. So as you can see, there's just better stuff in here. The only thing that's the same from the other decks is the fact that there's Kill Command and Animal Companion. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is. It's just better. So, we'll play a game in this here, and we'll jump right into that one. And here we are. So with this deck, super aggressive, you want to mulligan very hard for your 1-drops and the Undertaker. You want to get the Undertaker as often as you can, therefore you need to mulligan pretty hard for it. The Undertaker, what this is, it's a 1-drop, 1/2. Whenever you summon a minion with Death Rattle, gain +1 attack. So you can get a lot of momentum with this. Now it kind of sucks against Mage because he's going to probably hit and Fire Blast. But considering he has Goldshire Footman in his deck, he's probably not smart enough, I'm going to be honest. No, instead he's going to Frostbolt it. Amazing. Glaive Zuka, a beautiful weapon. It's a 2-cost, 2 attack, 2 durability weapon, and whenever you play it, the battle cry is give a friendly minion +1 attack, which is pretty nice. It allows your 1/1s to trade up for stuff, which is pretty good. So you can kill some 2 manas and some high health 1 mana creatures with it. We got Mookla's Champion out of that web spinner. That's why web spinner's pretty good. You can get some pretty cool cards with it that are useful. Kind of sucks we don't have anything else to play here. I'm actually gonna hit and play Eaglehorn, so I know that seems kind of weird, but we want to get this trap out because sadly we didn't draw our dudes that summon secrets when they die. I don't remember what they're called. I'll put it on screen. And when they die, they summon your secrets from your deck, so you don't have to play them, which is why you need them, because playing secrets is really slow and expensive, so you kind of don't want to do it. But it's not too bad. It's going to be good here. This guy's going to attack, and he's just going to get sit back to the hand, and then he's going to cost 2 more mana, so it's going to be a 6 mana 3/5, which is horrible. And with the Eaglehorn Bow, the reason why it's so good is whenever a secret is revealed, gain +1 durability. Friendly secret, sorry. Used to be before it got nerfed whenever a secret is revealed, but that was overpowered. Blizzard soon realized. This turn we're going to play this and Leperno. And next turn, we get to use Mookla's Champion, that's right. Oh man, hype. According to Trump, it's a terrible card, but I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty happy I got it. Just now, from a web spinner. Because next turn we gotta... Oh, we don't even get to do it next turn. Oh, crap. Did he just play that again? He did. He did indeed. I need a beast, sadly. I'm gonna have to... Just gonna do that. And this bro's almost dead. And as you can see, this is a lot faster paced than the free-to-play hunter. I mean, the free-to-play hunter was kind of aggressive and kind of not, and that's just because you don't have enough tools at your disposal to be this aggressive. And this is the aggressive hunter. But it's a little outdated. The whole start is a little older, but it's still a really good way to start your aggressive hunter and pretty cheap. A lot of the stuff you use in this deck you'll be using in almost every other hunter deck, so it's pretty good. Oh man. Oh, look at that, the value. Bananas for everybody, yay. The reason we're killing these and not killing the face is because that way he couldn't use a spell, get these buffed up, and then to kill like everything with a fireball on this and then dumping those into these two. So this way it's almost guaranteed lethal. It's not quite guaranteed lethal because of that, but still pretty close to guaranteed lethal. And this guy is dead next turn, I'm pretty sure. He's probably dead next turn. Which is just quite nice.
What to do? What to do?
The gates are open.
A Lord of the Arena, you don't say. And an Iron for a Grizzly, you also don't say. Well, I don't think he realizes doesn't matter. So there's 2 taunts on the board. I cannot get through these taunts with what I have in my hand or on the board. But Lepergnome deal 2 damage to the enemy hero when it dies, so it's pretty sweet. GG. And here we are with the last part of this free-to-play hunter and also progression into other decks. We have the hybrid hunter. Now this is a mix of different, it's a mix of the aggressive hunter and a mix of a much more mid-range hunter, because there's kind of like a couple types of hunter in the meta right now. There's your aggressive hunter, which has been around forever, a mid-range hunter, and Blizzard has added new cards as of TGT, which is pushing a control hunter. So there's 3 types of decks right there. Now this is kind of a mix between the mid-range hunter, which has lots of 7, 5, 6, 4 cost creatures, and some of the aggressive. You have stuff like knife jugglers in here, which you didn't have in the last one, which combo with haunted creepers. You have web spinners in this one, abusive sergeants, which you didn't have in the last one, and you have a couple more charge minions here with arcane golem and wolf rider. Unleash the Hounds is really good whenever your opponent has a board combo with knife juggler. Basically this knife juggler turns into like a 2 cost 3/2 deal like 5 damage if they have 5 minions and you use this. You have Lotheb in here, legendary Savannah Highmanes, and this is a pretty cool one. I've added this as of TGT coming out. I really like the card. It's 5 cost 3/3, which isn't very good, but it's also, if you have a beast, summon a random beast. And there's some pretty cool legendaries you can summon with this, also some pretty bad cards, but on average you're gonna get your mana's worth out of this card. So let's jump right into some games. And here we go. We're the opponent. It's gonna get wrecked.
Versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
Now, as far as mulligan goes, you don't have to get as much early game. Like, you don't have to push for those Undertakers like you did in the last deck, but you still need to push for a little bit early game. We're gonna get rid of kill command here, and go for some earlier minions. There we go. This is pretty good. Now, as far as playing stuff goes, if you have the abusive sergeant and you don't have anything to put the 2 attack on, then don't worry about it. Boom. Look at how easy that is. So you still put something on the board. Next turn, like if he plays a Northshire Cleric, which priests usually do, which is a 1 mana 1/3, whenever you heal a minion, there you go, boom. Called it. Totally called it. Honestly, priests are going to play this card on you on the first turn like 80% of the time. But it's okay. We can deal with it. Bam. Bam, bam. Thank you, man. No cards for you. And so, this deck, you're allowed to play it a little bit slower. You don't have to be rushing your cards out as much. You can play Animal Companion, use your hero ability more often. You have Piloted Shredders, which you didn't have in the last deck. And they're just commons. They're not super expensive to make. And they're really good. Really good cards. We did have these in the last one. Yeah, we did. I just don't know why. I just forgot about them, I guess. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful Huffer. So we have the Knife Juggler, Unleash the Hounds combo when we need it, and Piloted Shredder for next turn, which will be nice. Priest has a couple of spells you need to watch out for, and make sure that you're not too prone to losing your whole board to them. Holy Smite is a 1 mana, deal 2 damage card for Priest, and it can kill this, but it's just a risk, you know, to take. There's also and they have a nice AoE spell where it's a 5 mana deal 2 damage to all enemies, including your uh, hero here. And it also heals 2 for every ally, and including his. So here what we're gonna do, we're just gonna play Pirated Shredder, and we're also gonna hit this. The reason why is because this minion's attack is always equal to its health, so I just hit it. It's now a 1-1, which is pretty cool, and it can't kill this unless he heals it, which is 2 mana. Then he'll only have 2 mana to play a card, and I'm cool with that. And the reason why I'm cool with him healing this and killing this, because it still summons a minion for me, and that's what I'm looking for right now, because next turn I have 3 mana being used right here, and then I have Steady Shot being used, which is 5 mana. So I'll still be able to use all my mana that turn, which is important. Using all your mana every turn is one of the important basics of Hearthstone.
In the light's name.
Light Warden, it's a pretty cool card. The card I use lighter than Naru. It's pretty cool. We get Nat Pagal. That's one of the random legendaries you can get from your Piloted Shredder. It's not very good legendary, but hey, it's a legendary. It's how you get a legendary in your just barely, like, slightly unfree-to-play deck, but it's okay. You can actually get all this stuff free to play. It's just gonna be a lot of gold. Just, I mean, it's not like super cool, but it's alright.
I don't have
Okay, and hope.
jobs done.
Hey, got him. And that's the power of Knife Juggler. Put this apple on your head, am I right? Look at that beautiful, beautiful fish. And some seagulls. And some nice green pants. Look at those. Look at those pants. Quality. Amazing. You wonder.
Greetings, traveler.
Greetings, Earthling. We are here with pit bulls to kill you. Come on, man. What are you wondering about?
Greetings, traveler.
We don't have all day. We got places to be, things to do. Come on. Gotta love that sound, huh? Look at this. He's AFK. Wow. Well, that's just amazing, isn't it? Hey, caught one. Awesome. Okay, here you go. You guys get to see the Ram Wrangler. Let's see what we get. Well, I mean, it's not the best one. It's probably one of the worst ones we could have gotten. That's okay, I'll take it. Probably gonna speed this up if this guy is just AFK. And I think we don't need another game. I think you get the idea. It's kind of a later game. You're a little bit slower. You can afford to trade your minions away more often and to maintain board control, because you don't have to be hitting face all the time, which is kind of fun. I honestly like this type of deck a lot better than the straight aggressive deck. And what in the world? How did he get that? Amazing. And this guy's dead. Almost. He's almost dead. He'll be dead next turn. If you haven't seen Light Low before, there you go. Bam. It's pretty, not really that good card, but it does stuff. It heals you, so. Oh, he used Thought Steal. That's how I got that. Thought Steal is that, actually. It's right there. It's a pretty cool priest card. It's used in a few decks. for priest. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a 3 mana draw 2 cards, like the Mage's Arcane Intellect, except you're drawing cards from the other person's deck. So yeah, well played, bud. Tried. Anyways, that was pretty good. Got an Hagel in there, some Ram Wrangler action. I hope you guys have enjoyed these 300 decks I've shown you through, and hopefully you'll be able to build up enough dust and gold from that free-to-play mage I showed you the other day, and all the other free-to-play decks I'll be showing you in the future in order to build these hunter decks. Anyways, sorry for it not being kind of like a fully free-to-play hunter. It's kind of a shame. It's just how it is. I mean, it's just something you're gonna have to live with. I'm sorry. But it's okay. We still have 7 other classes to go through. So, until next time, you guys take good care.